Hello and welcome to the Go Goddess Talk series and to Women Wednesday. My name is Cherie Hudson and I'm the co-founder of Go Goddess. We have had other videos that we have uploaded to our website, and please visit us on www.go-goddess.com to get access to the talks, the podcast, as well as a meditation. So today we're going to take a look at ego versus self-esteem. And I have a PowerPoint slide deck that I'd love to share with you in order to get moving on this topic. And we're going to have a very in-depth look at both of these and how they show up in our roles as women. So when you take a look at ego versus self-esteem, we're going to define ego. What does that mean? What is the Webster's dictionary of the term ego? And we're also going to do the same thing for self-esteem. What I want us to do is to have that broad brush and understanding of both of these concepts and then take it to a deeper level of goddess essence, which are the roles that we play as women in our lives on this journey that we call the human experience. I want to also talk about self-care, which is so very important for us, and it does link back to the ego versus self-esteem because it really helps to build self-esteem. So here are the dictionary definitions of ego. So the idea or opinion that you have of yourself, especially the level of your ability, if there's a typo there, and intelligence and your importance as a person. So when I read that, I thought to myself, really, what does the ego really mean? I understand it where it is how we look at ourselves from the external point of view. And what I mean by that is how other people view us. That is our definition of ourselves through the ego. So what do they think about me? If they think I'm important, well, maybe I am important. So when I look at the definition of ego, to me, it seems as though that it is outside of me. It is what other people are thinking, how other people are evaluating me, how society says, things about me as a woman. So it's more of an external factor that I'm making decisions about myself. So those items that are coming through is what the ego is picking up. And then I make a self-determination of how I am, what is my importance, what is my personality, what is my status in my family, I'm a middle child, and all of these different things. So that's ego. You notice in the clip art, it does have ego as the devil. But ego has a bad rap. And while it does not really lead to our true goddess essence, I would say that ego serves a particular purpose. It helps us to understand our world, but it should not be the one and only determinant of who we truly, really are. So when you take a look at self-esteem, and under the dictionary, it is belief and confidence in your own ability and value. So your own ability and value, which means that's coming from an internal perspective where I am looking at myself as true essence. Just because I exist, I am valuable. Just because I'm on this earth, I am valuable. Just because I was born, I am valuable. So to me, it's these internal factors of our true essence that build self-esteem, that is projected into the world, onto others, in our relationships. So self-esteem comes from a deeper part of within versus the external part. So I really love this clip because this little clip art, because it's being pulled in two different directions. So when we take a look at ego, because it's from external factors, it's a very limited point of view. So it's usually linked with having a victim mentality. Things are being done onto me. It can also be scarcity. There's not enough. It's limiting because my beliefs are limiting. It also is fear-based. So holding on to things, not wanting to let things go, or it could be very competitive. Less than, more than, if you get some, I won't, just kind of like this tug of war. And it also seems to be very complex. When you look at self-esteem, it is, you have the ability to create your reality. You have the ability, you have everything that you need inside of you to create the life that you desire. And you've been hearing this from a lot of different thought leaders and spiritual guides. Self-esteem comes from abundance. There's more than enough. If you have some, I'll have some. We'll both have whatever it is. And it's courageous based. That's something that I just coined. Instead of fear-based, courageous-based. And so it's living boldly. It's living where you're putting yourself out there and knowing that your life is divinely guided. It's always about harmony. And how do you work with people and integrate versus competing against people? And there is a level of happiness coming from self-esteem. When you feel confident, when you feel, everything's flowing, there is a level of happiness that just exudes from you. This level of joy when you are tapped into the goddess essence of who you are. So now that we defined ego and we defined self-esteem, we even took it to a deeper level on how it shows up in regards to behaviors. Now I want to really get into this. That's really important about how this shows up in the goddess essence. So as we take a look at this goddess essence, the first one that I want to talk about, let me just go ahead and bring them all up. The first one that I want to talk about is mother. So when you take a look at mother, this role has an ego and self-esteem. So the ego part is, I have to birth a child in order to be a mother. Now, that is what society kind of projects. So if you can't have children, then you're not a mother. You're not a woman. You're not a true woman, right? That is so wrong. So wrong. When you look at this societal perception, that's from an ego status, and that's not the case. It's an external belief. And when we start to believe as women that we are not able to have a child, that we are not able to be mothers, no. You can all be mothers, whether you can have a child or not. And that's from the level of self-esteem. When you look at self-esteem, a mother is someone who's nurturing, loves you unconditionally, whether it's your child or someone else's child. I truly believe that children are to be brought up in a village, and that every child on the face of this earth are our children, and we are all mothers to these youngsters. A mother is not what you can and can't do. A mother is a beingness of love, kindness, acceptance, patience. So it's more about the essence rather than can you have a child or not. And I know of women that can have children, but they're not mothers, not good, bad, right, or wrong. And I'm not condemning or judging. You've heard of some of these cases. And yet a mother is just someone that is a mother to every child that is on this planet. Then we take a look at wife from a societal perception. Oh, as a wife, from an ego, oh, you need to cook, you need to clean, you need to do these things, you need to be sure the kids are fed, all of these things. Now you're my wife, right? you need to perform in bed, you need to do all these things. And that's not necessarily true. A wife is an essence. It's someone that will hold you when things are down. They will hug you. They will love you. They will forgive you. They are your equal partner, and that is a goddess essence. And that comes from self-esteem. Just because you're married does not mean you're a wife. It is so much more. Even in leadership, sometimes there are individuals, females, that are thinking, hey, for me to be a leader, I need to compete. I need to, step it up with the guys and, drink beer and, do all these things. And a leader is someone that leads themselves from goddess essence all the time. A leader is so deep within the existence of who we are at a very spiritual level. A leader leads self first, and when they lead self first, they can, and others will resonate with their leadership qualities. That's a leader. It is the essence, not a position. I wanted to throw these terms in. Regenopause. Women that go through menopause, I look at it as us being regenerated. And it's so interesting because the ego says, oh, because you're going through menopause, you're not a woman. Because what's happening in your body, it's saying that you're not a woman anymore. There's so many things that happens to a woman's body during this time. I'm saying the essence of goddess energy is regenerated within us at this time of our lives. Our lives are just beginning. It is powerful. Is it incredible? We can live life to its fullest at this particular age. And whatever society deems upon a woman who's going through menopause, that is ego. That is from the outside. Call forth the inside of the goddess essence and bring that forward in every part of your life. And when you do, there's an evolution of love. Because when you have this evolution of love within you, it will impact, it will emanate, it will perpetuate the world. It will impress your goddess energy upon the existence of this lifetime. And so self-care is very, very important. Here are some things that I want you to consider in regards to self-care. When you look at self-esteem and goddess energy and goddess essence, be gentle to yourself. Tenderness. Whether you are with someone or you are flying solo, take a bath, put rose petals in the bathtub, enjoy your existence in your essence. Buy yourself flowers, light a candle, wear a beautiful nightgown when you go to sleep. Yeah, people would say, well, there's nobody here to see it. Who cares? Enjoy you. Share that with yourself and feel divine in this goddess essence, in this goddess energy. Doesn't matter who sees it, you see it. And that's the most important. Self-expression. Dance. Some people go, oh, I don't know how to dance. I don't know. Who cares? Dance in your bathroom, dance in your bedroom, feel your body move with the rhythm of the beat of whatever the music is. Enjoy it, love it, caress it. And then art. You hear people say, oh, well, I don't know how to paint. Oh, who cares? Do stick figures. What I'm saying here is not only to live life to its fullest, but bring forward this goddess essence, this goddess energy that lives deep within yourself. It exists. It is part of who you are. Don't let the external factors of what society is saying in regards to menopause or being a mother or being a wife or anything like that. Stop. Bring that essence forward. Bring who you are and all of you, mind, body, and spirit. to this world, when you bring that forth, when you bring all of you to the party, whether you're sleeping alone or with someone else, bring all of you to the existence, because the world is truly waiting for the goddess essence of you. I want to thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And if you want to hear more of our goddess talks, please, please get onto go.goddess.com and check out our podcasts, our goddess talks, as well as our meditation. All right, I will talk with you at our next Women Wednesday. And until then, be the goddess that you truly are.